So this is Academic Survival, a sketch I wrote for Yes, This Is Comedy #2 in the summer of 1981. It is the last sketch in that episode, and it's an example of a sketch where 40 years later, or even 5 years later, I still like the writing, but it is truly an example of how we were hamstrung in the ways of having zero budget, fairly mediocre equipment. I mean, look at the camera, it's green, and that's after working on it to white balance it, and the cameras didn't match, and we had no sets, and maybe the sets are strictly high school here, which is appropriate because what this sketch is a spoof of high school game show knowledge genius brainiac competitions. So what we have here are me hosting the academic survival game. That's Glenn Mertz and Les Szekely on the left, representing Lewis Getting High School, which of course goes by Getting High for short. Yuck, yuck. Then we have Dianna Pavisich and Bruce Van Dyke, who just died there, representing St. Bernard Instructional School. And then we have Carol Langley and Peter Stadler, both of whom, along with Dianna, were Cleveland area TV staff members, non-actors. And there goes Glenn. He's about to die. And they're representing over on the right there Rocky Mountain High School, which of course goes by Rocky Mountain High for short. I don't think comedy sketches have enough John Denver jokes in them, so that's why I put that in there. I also get in here, I'm pretty proud of this, not, a joke that pairs Henrik Ibsen and Buddy Ebsen. I don't think that's ever been done before or since. So the conceit of this sketch is if you answer a question wrong, you die horribly. Glenn died by being electrocuted. These two are about to die by being stabbed in the back with chair knives, which is a sort of a Wild Wild West reference. And Bruce earlier was killed by a gun, which of course you can't do in comedy shows much anymore. If we had had a budget, Bruce would have been blasted back into the curtain behind him, which would have been a much better sight gag. But of course, no budget, couldn't do it. He just had to basically hunch over on his table. The joke here, of course, is that if you don't answer, you win the game. And also seeing how everyone dies humorously on the show. So that was what was on paper, but Les Szekely, who plays Hank Foonman there, the sole survivor, he took it to another level. He played it like a guy who absolutely knew that's how you win the game, by letting everyone else answer wrong, by just not saying a word. And Les took that to a whole new level based on what was on the page. And he brought Hank Foonman back later in another sketch, also winning a game, not talking. So I do like the sketch as writing, but technically it's just sad, isn't it?